What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Film study for rookies. Today, man, we have a lot to talk about. Is Mahomes and the Chiefs getting bailed out? Is CJ Stroud seeing ghosts? PTSD? All right, you got the Lions, you got Commanders, and Eagles, Rams. A lot to talk about. But the first thing we're going to dive into, we got to talk about the Chiefs. All right, are they getting bailed out by the refs? I'm not going to say bailed out per se. What I am going to say is they're getting a lot of, not really a lot, but they're getting some favorable calls that other quarterbacks just simply weren't getting this past weekend. And that was a bad look, all right, because there were some late hits on Lamar, some late hits on Goff that weren't called, but they called a couple of Mahomes that just didn't look good, all right? But with that being said, that's not the reason the Chiefs won. The reason the Chiefs won was because of this right here. You're going to have Chris Jones lined up on the outside right here, and I mean, he just easily beats the tackle. Take a look. Within 2.5 to 3 seconds, all right, CJ Stroud is running for his life, and this is going to play a big factor later on in the video. Take a look. But you're going to see within 2 to 2.5 seconds, bang, all right? And where's CJ going to go? Now, right here to the left side obviously would have been the perfect, you know, they've got numbers over there. If you run this back real quick, take a look at this. But he doesn't have any time, all right? And this is just play number one. As we keep this thing going, you're going to start to see a trend, all right? Take a look at play number two right here. What you're going to see right here is the right guard's going to go for the linebacker, a little bluff blitz, and the tackle shoots right in. I mean, this is how bad it was for the Texans offensive line. Take a look right here, all right? Linebacker right here acts like he's going to shoot in, as you're going to see. He's going to go for that. Here comes the tackle on the outside, bang. So take a look, 1, 2. I mean, take a look. When CJ's getting hit, where's he going to go? All right, everything is bagged up. It was that bad, and don't worry, it's going to get worse. Take a look at this play. 40 seconds left till half. Texans only down by 10. They've got the ball roughly in the red zone, and once again, CJ goes down. But as we run this back, let's take a look. Was it CJ's fault? Let's take a look right here. Looks like the Chiefs potentially in a cover 4 look. All right, was anything open? No, but yes at the same time. I think CJ has to go to the check down a little bit quicker than what he did right here. And honestly, I guess he never got to the check down since he got sacked. But it's 2nd and 5, as you're going to see. All right. Out route, bang. Bring that DB with you over there. All right. Essentially, what, a 15-yard curl right here. All right. You're going to bring that linebacker back. If they go for both of these right here, I think you got to check down. And you know the line's not doing a great job blocking for you. I think CJ does miss the read right there, but I also think he's starting to panic because there's so much pressure. And here's the thing, as rough as it's been, all right, 10 minutes left in the game, they're only down by 1 possession. But then right here, man, CJ takes a sack, gives Kansas City the ball on the Texans 45. If CJ throws it away, the Chiefs have to start right here. But since he took the sack, the Chiefs get the ball right here. That's what, 15 yards, as you're going to see, man. Not a good look. Later on, though, all right, about 5 minutes left to the end of the game. Once again, CJ goes down, man. Like, yes, Mahomes got a couple favorable calls, but you just see nobody's open. All right, this isn't new. I did a video over CJ a few weeks ago. The receivers aren't creating any separation. And if you take a look at the line, they're holding their block right here, but here's the problem. CJ's panicking. There's no reason for him to panic. Take a look. The pocket is clean. All right? Take a look at this. 1, 2, 3. That's probably the cleanest pocket he had all day. But because of all the pressure, it started to get to him, get in his head. So now he's going to panic. Left, right. Try and turn all the way back around. And he takes another sack right there. So you go from 2nd and 2 on the 5 to now what? 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. All right. Not a good look, man. And then right here, it's 3rd and 10. The next play. Looking. He goes down again. All right. This time, was it on the line? Let's take a look right here. This time it was on Schultz. All right. They got Schultz and they're running back trying to pick up the edge rushers. You're going to see, man. Look at this. You would think these two guys could stop the edge guy. Nope. Just cuts back inside and takes down CJ Stroud. So, as we wrap up our first story, yes, Mahomes got favorable calls in that game. But the Texans, man, no separation from the receivers, no blocking from the offensive line, which made CJ kind of deteriorate mentally in that game where he was panicking. Oh, I got to roll out left to right. Who's going to be open? Who's not going to be open? Kind of going for that home run play because he didn't have time to do anything else. So those are my thoughts on that. The next thing we have to talk about is this man right here. And I'm so glad to see this. And what I mean by this is the run game being back. Not necessarily the RPO as you're going to see right here, right? Jalen Hurts takes it for what? 55, 45 yards as you see. But I'm happy the running backs are back. I miss growing up watching Tiki Barber, Priest Holmes, LT, even Larry Johnson, Jonathan Stewart back in the day. I mean, Adrian Peterson. I miss that style of football. And as you see with teams coming out in this nickel personnel, sometimes a dime personnel quite often, bring in the running backs like Pacheco, like Barkley, let them run. And look what happens right here, all right? A little read option. These three guys right here all bite on Barkley, as you're going to see. Bang, Hurts keeps it. Good blocking, and that's the one thing about Philly. That blocking, lineman all the way out in the front. I mean, look at this real quick. Let's run that back real quick. You got a lineman all the way out here. The ball was back here, right? Bang. He is hustling, man. You got to love that. And then look what Barkley does right here. It's 3rd and 4 right here. Philly's up by 5. And look at Barkley. Hit the hole. I mean, let this man eat. Now, a lot of people say, okay, I can't believe the Giants gave him up. The Giants can't do this. Now, what do I mean by this? Just wait. Stay with me real quick, all right? You got the Eagles making a little change right here. What I mean when I say the Giants can't do this is this right here. Look at that hole. Here's the thing, the Giants weren't going to do this. It would happen every now and again. A broken clock is right twice a day. But they weren't going to do this consistently to make Barkley a 200-yard rusher consistently. I mean, this is just insane right here. The blocking, the scheme, all he has to do is make the safety miss and he's gone. But what did the Giants do? Did they invest in Barkley? No. Did they invest in the O-line? No. They invested into Daniel Jones. And the funny part about that is I think Daniel Jones could have played better if he would have had a better O-line. I'm not saying he would have been great. But if the Giants would have had a better O-line, you're telling me Daniel Jones and Barkley don't play better? I mean, is it that crazy to say? I mean, okay, Daniel Jones leaves. Okay, invest in the O-line. You see the difference an O-line makes for a team. When we're going to look at the Commanders after this, look at their O-line. Now, yes, Detroit has a lot of injuries, but even with that being said, you see Jayden Daniels so comfortable in the pocket because of the O-line. Look what happens when you have a bad O-line. We saw CJ Stroud earlier. He was panicking because he didn't know how much time he had. Can I make my reads 1 through 3, or is it one read then a check down? That's how important a good line is. And I think we have one more Barkley play. Let's take a look right here. It's going to be this play right here, I believe. A little RPO once again, and then he's gone. And I mean, what else is there to say? The Eagles are going to be relying on Barkley the next 2 games. Let's see. Did I get an end zone cam of this? Let's take a look right here. We did. Now, once again, I go back to everyone's like, oh, the Giants could have done this with Barkley. No. Right? Because look at this. Right? Even before the play, run that back real quick. You got the tight end tackle. Who's going to pick up who? But watch what they actually do. And I know we haven't done a lot of film study, but watch what happens right here. All right? Watch the tight end right here. He's going to attract so much attention. He motions in. Bang. Barkley's going to get it. Bounces to the outside. And then it's over. So, for everyone saying, oh, the Giants made a huge mistake, to a point, yes. But they were never going to do this with Barkley. It is what it is. I mean, tell me I'm wrong, but then tell me, who's he going to run behind? Who's he going to run behind? It's just not going to happen. And then the last thing we're going to talk about today, is going to be Mr. Jayden Daniels. And look at the time that he has in the pocket. This is why it's so important to have a good line. Let's run that back real quick. All right. Sees, I believe, the backer coming in. Thinks about going to his tight end right there, but here comes the safety. He's going to drop down. So what's he do? Progresses to the next read. Bang. Looks like a comeback route right there. All right, this defender's worried about the tight end. Bang, go to his backside. Bada bing, bada boom. And then right here, it's third down once again. A little play action. Bang, he's going to sell it. Look at this. Easy money on that corner route. Everybody was so worried about that play action. Take a look. Run that back real quick. Let's take a look. We're going to run the play action. All right, look at the backers. They both come up. Oh, it might be a run. Nope. We're going to sneak behind them right there. This defender plays underneath, picking up Scary Terry. And look at Jayden Daniels making that throw. Bada bing, bada boom. But we're not done yet. All right, we're not done yet. Let's go back real quick to the beginning of the second quarter. They run a little fake. Look at the time he has. I mean, look at the time this man has. And look at that throw, too. All right, run that back real quick. Take a look at this. So you're going to see when they snap the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds, and nobody is near him. Look how comfortable he is in the pocket, man. Let this man cook, and we're still not done, believe it or not. About 2.5 minutes left in the second. He's dropping back. Gets pressure. So this whole time I've talked about the crazy offensive line that Jayden Daniels has had. All right, but look right here. You're going to see they run a fake. Jayden Daniels gets some pressure on that left side. And look at this throw. I mean, come on, man. You can't teach that. He knew the pressure was coming, and that throw, I mean, it had to be perfect. It literally had to be perfect. And then right here they run a screen. And Scary Terry goes, bye-bye. I mean, did the Lions, what? Did they stack the box right here? Let's take a look at this real quick. All right, they stacked the box. Woo! They got numbers. They got numbers. I wonder if they made a change before the play. All right, before they snapped it. Right? Seeing they had numbers. All right, probably playing the flat right there. He's got over the top. Look at this. They run the fake, bang. 1 blocker, 2 blocker, 3 blocker, 4. Woo-hoo. Commanders, man, they're a scary team. All right, they're a scary team, and we're going to go over as to why it's not just the offense. All right, yes, Daniels is cooking, I believe, right here. We're going to see him progress through his reads, too. All right, looking at the middle, bang. Safety's going to jump back on that. Okay, so our slot guy's going to take that, bang. That means outside receiver. It's money, right? Because if you take away the inside guy, who's he running with? Terry? Let's take a look real quick. No, I think she's running with the inside guy. You take him away, bang, tight end, uses that big body, creates leverage, gets inside right here. I mean, that's all day. And once again, that pocket, man. Got him. Now, I believe it's time for the defense. Yes. So you could make the counter saying Washington, you know, they got lucky because Detroit had a ton of injuries. Explain the defense. Explain the defense picking up the Lions 4 times. Now, there was one, right, where I think they did like a wide receiver pass or something. But 4 interceptions against a pretty healthy Lions offense. That says a lot, man. That says a lot right here. Jared's dropping back, steps into the throw, and he gets picked off. Looks like underthrown right there, trying to hit Jambo in the back. Let's take a look. That safety gave Jared the impression that you might be able to throw that. No, I'm just playing. Right, run that back real quick. Take a look. You're going to see the Commanders right here, giving up kind of a cover 6 kind of look at the beginning. And the DB right here acts like he's playing the outside, right, the outside deep quarter. But essentially, he baits Jared right there and then jumps it underneath. This Commanders defense is no joke, man. Now, he probably made a mistake taking it out right here, right? Because if you kneel it, you get 20. But I get it, that adrenaline, man. And then right here, the Lions try and get cute on 1st and 10. Only down by 10, and then they throw a pick. Woo, man. And then right here was our last play. Jared's dropping back. Once again, tries to throw it in the end zone and it gets picked off. So, moral of the story, if you don't get pressure on Jayden Daniels, he's going to dice you up, right? They have so many weapons offensively, you better get pressure. Defensively, If you have to pass on the Commanders, you're in trouble. Gibbs did his thing on the ground. All right, but if you have to pass on the Commanders, you're in some deep trouble. So that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. More content coming soon. Film Study for Rookies is out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.